been on here in about a week or so. Last week, oop, I took a break last week, but I did want to come back on here and I wanted to talk about the universe. So lately I have been feeling the call to just question the universe and how it even started. How was it created? And I've been asking God, like, give me some clarity on how all of this came into existence, because it is so profound when you really sit and think about it. And it's not the easiest thing to concisely describe, but I feel like God gives me these little like bloop, 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 like downloads, and I run with it. So I have been asking God, what does the universe, how did it start? How was it created? How did it come into being? And the reason I care about this is because y'all know the saying, as above, so below. So what happens above happens within. What happens within happens above. So I thought about it and I was like, well, how does life begin? There's some type of inception point. There's some type of powerful collision of divine masculine, divine feminine, that trickles into an expression in physical form. So what exactly does that mean? I feel like it means that when life first created, I think it started in a single instance. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're talking about the universe tonight. How we are impacted by what happens above and so below. So what God revealed to me and what God showed me is that in a single instance, there was an awareness. In a single instance, there was a collision of matter. And the collision of matter, it started to accelerate. Hey guys, thank you for being here. We're talking about the universe, starting with you, as above, so below. This collision of matter, over time, it started to become aware of itself, and it was like, what else can I do? Like, I'm just tired of just like vibrating in the same space. So then when it became aware of itself, and that's the key, right? Like, that's one of the biggest things that came through. The awareness is what shifts consciousness. Like, whew, I'm getting chills. As our awareness is shifting, our consciousness is shifting. As our awareness is shifting, we are shifting. And our consciousness is directly impacted by our awareness. So this little ball of energy was vibrating somewhere in the ether of space. It became aware of itself over time, and then it decided, hey, I want to divide myself into another version of me. I want to split myself in half. So what is that? That's like mitosis. We learn about this in biology in school, but it's also the literal process that life started as. That's what God has been showing me and telling me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So then it just starts dividing and dividing and dividing and dividing and dividing. And eventually it becomes so advanced and aware of itself that it begins to experience different energetic forms. There's some forms that are more masculine than feminine. There's some forms that are more feminine than masculine. There's some forms that are kind of like a blend of the two. And it keeps going and going and going and going and going and going until life itself began to form. But our universe is so conscious. The planets, the sun, us, everything is connected. Like everything is so connected, and everything is influencing everything. And it's so intentional. It's so organic that it simply just exists. It just exists. I'm just in awe, truly. I'm in awe at the way that life can start and flow and keep flowing and keep flowing. So anyways, guys, I have just been so fascinated by this idea of creation and how did we even get here? Like, I know other people think about this. We didn't just like appear out of nowhere. Like, we literally, it was all very intentional, very systematic. Over time, the consciousness and awareness shifted and it grew. Eventually, those more masculine forms dropped in and they became different beings that resonate, and like the feminine ones became different beings, and then everything is just a part of something bigger. And I am truly in awe. And I think everything is intentional. I think everything is being done to balance the energy around us. Yes. But I say all that to say, I'm just really grateful for this awareness. I'm really grateful to come on here and just share the wisdom, share the guidance, share what's been coming through, and just be a safe space for people. And I did just start my Patreon channel so I can have a community in addition to YouTube where we can connect more and I can interact with y'all more and we can just talk. So my Patreon link is gonna be in the description, but it's also on my channel description. And it's a free page, it's a free channel. I would love for you all to join it, especially if you've been tuning into my content, tuning into my videos. If these topics resonate for you, if these topics feel aligned for your journey, and just, yeah, just expand and exist and align with that truth and that idea. So yes. And okay, my spirit is telling me to speak about this. I was like, I don't want to talk about this, but my spirit is asking me to talk about it. I was talking about masculine and feminine energy. So something that has been coming through pretty strongly is, what about people who might be like, you know, they identify as being gay, or they're not, like, they're gender fluid or things like that, you know, because that is a real thing in our world. I think, honestly, from an energetic standpoint, those souls have a blend of masculine and feminine energy, and their soul decided, hey, I need to be a woman in this life, but they still have a very strong masculine presence in their energy. And so they might be in a woman body, but they have a strong masculine energy. So that's like a thing. And it could be the same with a man or vice versa. Some people feel like they're literally a blend of the two, like identically. So their soul may choose like a body or a gender, but they feel both of those things. So yeah, but I think it's all truly about energy. I think it's all about like whatever your soul wanted you to experience for your own journey and for your own evolution. Because ultimately, everything is just about evolving back to yourself, back to your truth, back to the balance of energy in the cosmos. So, tonight's message is brought to you by, I have been thinking about the creation of life and existence in general, how our world is today, how does it all connect, and I just wanted to share a little bit more. But again, guys, if you would like to connect more, because I would love to connect too with y'all, definitely check out my YouTube description because my Patreon link is there. Free community for you and your loved ones. And I'm also going to put it in the description of this video so you can check it out and you can connect with me more. I don't really read comments on YouTube because I'm just really trying to protect my space. And I'm just trying to be really careful with the energy that I interact with on here. But I do want to connect with y'all more. In a different capacity, I think would be better for me than on live. But I'm still feeling into that and kind of how I want to interact on the lives. Also, it's hard for me to focus on what's coming through when I'm like looking at comments and stuff. So I would rather not do it like that, and I would rather just like talk and like just flow. So that's why I'm not as super engaging with comments on here. But again, I do have a free Patreon link in my YouTube description, and I'm gonna drop it below the video. So if you would like to connect further, definitely check out my free Patreon community. It's gonna be listed below the video and on my bio for YouTube so that we can connect more. And please don't take it personally if I'm not reading comments in here. I just really don't like to because it takes me out of like my presence and my focus. But just know I do appreciate you being here, and I look forward to connecting with y'all soon. All right, guys, see y'all next time. I'll be back Thursday at 8 p.m. Wait, I said it backwards. Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll see y'all then. Peace.